close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field for a base hit.
Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Hillsboro, where Hillsboro-Central Valley is going to take on the Park River area Aggies today. We've got a good one planned for you. The weather couldn't be nicer. After all the wind and damp conditions we've had this spring, except for the opening week, this is just gorgeous. It's temp in the low 70s. The flag out in the corner of the end zone of the football field is basically limp. We have a little bit of a breeze out of the south. Nothing that's going to affect anything as far as the game is concerned. Park River comes in out of Region 4. They're sitting at 13-4. Hillsboro-Central Valley hosts with a record of 5-12 in Region 2. And we'll be back to talk more about this one in a little bit.
Invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Welcome back to Hillsboro, and we are speaking to you on the Irie pregame show. Irie Insurance, they take care of you very well. Get your insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all, from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Let's talk a little bit about this game that we've got coming up. It's a non-region game, Region 4 versus Region 2. Park River has been on a roll since early in the season. They won their first 3 games in quite convincing fashion. Then they hit a rough patch where they lost to Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, which is no shame because year in and year out they have a great program going. Then they got beat by Thompson 11-0. And then in the, can't remember the name of the highway up there, but in the North Battle, just down the road from each other, Grafton knocked off Park River 3-2 in a thriller. So at one point, the Aggies were sitting with a 3-3 record, and then they hit high gear. They went off and rattled off 8 wins in a row over some pretty good competition and got themselves into a good position in Region 4. They had a loss at home against Shiloh Christian. And again, that's nothing to be ashamed of either. Shiloh has a very good record this year. They've been in the polls. They're playing good baseball too. Then in their last two games, Park River, the Aggies just let the bats roll. They beat Nelson County Dakota 5-0, and they beat Midway Minto 16-1. So they got their bats going. Their pitching seems to be a strength. They got a couple good pitchers that get out there on the mound and throw strikes. We will be back to talk about Hillsboro-Central Valley a little bit after this.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's a spring sale with additional discounts on all trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. With everyday lower prices, Bloomfield Enterprises is offering additional discounts through April 30th. All trailers have spring sale discounts and price savings. Dumps, tilts, utility, equipment, and car trailers, plus goosenecks and flow aluminum trailers. Talk to Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry at 218-368-7989. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro for big spring sale discounts on trailers.
Welcome back to Hillsboro, where the Hillsboro-Central Valley Royals will take on the Park River area Aggies today. Aggies come in strong with a record of 13-4 overall. They lead the standings in Region 4. Hillsboro, on the other hand, has struggled to get consistency all year. Pardon me while I do a little bit of homework here. The pregame information is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. And they've got lots of locations within North Dakota and also in Minnesota now, with locations, as I said, both places. Go to dhbanknd.com to see what Dakota Heritage Bank can do for you. The Burros, Coach Benjamin Strand has struggled to get some consistency in his team this year. They played some very good games. They've had some great pitching efforts. I was able to witness one of those. Riley Richter threw a great ball game against Larimore about a week ago, and they won that game 4-1. Richter was right on top of his game. today their other ace, Kyle Halfley, is going to be throwing from the mound. And what Coach Strand is looking for from his players is consistency on defense. Make the plays, make the simple plays, get the bats going, and keep the heads in the game. They have made some mental errors in games throughout the season that have really cost them. They've either given up a lead for them or caused a lead to be extended. So Hillsboro comes in at 5-12, but it just so happens that those 5 wins are all in Region 2, and that gives them a number 3 seed in the tournaments. So that's coming up early next week. A 3 seed could be valuable, puts them in a potentially more favorable bracket. They just need to, like I said, get that consistency, make the plays that are out there to make, and not try and do too much. That's a little bit of a rundown on Hillsboro-Central Valley. We'll be back after this on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard.
All your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. And don't forget about Hillsboro Gifts, featuring Borough apparel for all Borough fans. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Welcome back to Hillsboro, and the pregame music is playing. I'm sure you can tell it's pumped up pretty good. Unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but for younger folks, the volume is kind of run by the teams. They get it as loud as they want to get jacked up on the field. For those of us doing a broadcast, it gets a little bit miserable because you hear that bass pounding in the background, and the way the press box is situated here, I have a loudspeaker immediately outside my window. So the bass really thumps in here, and we keep a window open for our camera, and that lets in a lot more sound. So give you a little flavor of what my ears are going through today. Once again, HCV, third seed in Region 2. Park River, presently first seed in Region 4, and I can't confirm that 100%. I don't know if Park River has any region games left or not. Previously, these two played, and that game was won by Park River. Park River kind of beat the stuffings out of Hillsboro-Central Valley in that game, 11-1. So that's, I'm sure the Burros want to get that game tightened up a little bit. The Aggies would just as soon have another 11-1 score if they can get it. Some other quality teams that Park River has beaten. They beat the Langdon area, Edmore Munich 8-2. They beat North Star, who has good athletes, beat them 7-4. They came back later in the season and beat Grafton 7-5. That was a big win because it tied them up with Grafton, and Grafton has had one more loss along the way in the region, and that's why Park River is sitting in the number 1 position going into the region tournaments. Park River's been able to knock off Mayport CG, Langdon again, beaten Carrington 9-4. Then they had that hiccup with Shiloh Christian, and just a pretty darn good season going for the Aggies. They should feel good about where they're at, and they should have some momentum going into the tournament. The Burros, on the other hand, let me see if I can get there. Bear with me. Region 2, Hillsboro-Central Valley, sitting at 5-12. They lost that first game of the season 11-1 to Park River. Grafton beat them 5-1. Now this is interesting. They played Shiloh Christian, who cleaned up on Park River not too long ago, and they only lost by, the Burros that is, only lost by 1, 5-4. That was in Bismarck. Hillsboro-Central Valley has wins over Hatton Northwood. Mayport CG, they've been able to beat them twice, if I read it right. Yep. They went across the river and played Thief River Falls, lost 9-6. They've lost twice to Grafton, 5-1 and 7-3. Then they had that gem where they beat Larimore 4-1, and then they came back and beat Hatton Northwood 12-11. That was about a week ago. And from my understanding, that game was kind of a gift wrap at the end. Hatton Northwood made a mistake in the last inning, and it cost them the ball game. So Burros were happy to take the win. Thank you very much. They've lost to Crookston 11-1. Thompson has beaten them twice. Once 8-7, and the other time 14-4. And they've lost to Ada Borup, which is a good program, 8-7. So baseball's hard to figure out. It depends on if your pitcher is on. Depends on if your bats are going. Depends on if your defense is playing. It's kind of like any other game, but baseball depends a lot on one person. Just like hockey depends on the goalie, baseball depends on a hot pitcher. We'll come back and talk starting lineups when we come back.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Hello again from Hillsboro. Do a little bit of housekeeping again. Get that one turned off. And another one here. And you are listening to the Irie Insurance pregame show. We will have starting lineups here pretty soon. You can see on the field, Park River area is taking their warm-up paces on defense. Should be a good ball game. There are no excuses from weather, wind, rain. It's just going to be pure baseball. Beautiful evening to come out and watch a ball game. And put us on your notebook or your phone and listen along as the game is played in front of you. Let's go into the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Park River area Aggies. Leading off for them is Tucker Amdahl. He's playing shortstop and wears number 7. Second hitter is Jake Solsing. He plays center field and wears number 12. The third hitter, Everett Fedge. He plays third base and wears number 2. The cleanup hitter is Carter Troftgruben. He catches and wears number 6. The fifth hitter, Trace Anderson, plays left field and wears number 4. The sixth hitter, the DH, is Jameson Ervik. He wears 22. Seventh hitter, pitching, is Isaac Porter. He wears number 9. The eighth hitter, playing in right field, wearing number 3, Aiden Rost, sorry about that. And the number 9 hitter, playing second base, wearing 26, is James Larson. The extra player is the first baseman, Reeves Jorgensen. He wears number 24. So we've got a batting lineup like this: Amdahl, Solsing, Fedge, Troftgruben, Anderson, Ervik, Porter, Rost, and Larson. And the starting lineups are brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. They've got great careers, quality products, grower-owned. Go to crystalsugar.com to see what job opportunities they have out there, and it's a great place to work. We'll take a quick break and come back and get the Hillsboro-Central Valley starting lineups after this.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
We're back for the Hillsboro-Central Valley starting lineups. Leading off for the Burros is going to be number 5, Tyson Leshuk. He's our catcher. Second hitter, number 7, Kyle Halfley, pitching today. The third hitter is Chase Halfley. He plays short and is wearing number 2. Fourth hitter, cleanup, is Landon Olson. He has really come on this year. He's had some power shots, a couple of home runs, done a good job from that cleanup spot. He's in center field and wears number 7. Fifth hitter is number 15, Riley Richter. He is playing third base, and he had the 4-1 gem over Larimore last week. The sixth hitter, number 4, James Fortman, and he is playing second base. Seventh hitter is Cooper Broughton. He wears number 3, and he is playing in right field. The eighth hitter is Jacob Duffner. He wears number 12 and is playing left field. And wearing number 8, the first baseman, Carter Limke. And that gives us a hitting lineup of Leshuk, Halfley, K. Halfley, and C. Halfley, Olson, Richter, Fortman, Broughton, Duffner, and Limke. Coaches for the game today, for the Burros, it's Benjamin Strand. And for Park River, he's been around the baseball program in Park River for quite a number of years. Brett Omdahl always seems to put together a representative team up there. Takes the athletes they've got and turns them into ball players. Tonight is Parents' Night, and they are going to introduce the parents.
Prior to today's contest, the Hillsboro-Central Valley Athletics Department and coaching staff would like to recognize 6 seniors for their
We'll see if we can tune in for that.
Senior parents, when your name is called, please let your son meet your son at the first base line in front of the dugout.
Mr. Halfley's on the PA system tonight. He'll call the parents out to meet their sons at the first base line.
Son of Garth and Steph Limke.
See if we can zoom in a little bit there.
James Fortman, son of John Fortman and Callie Gettle. Cooper Broughton, son of Danica Johnson and Jason Broughton. Kyle Halfley, son of Steve and Nicole Halfley.
We've got Limke out there.
Son of Dan and Andrea Duffner.
Kyle Halfley. Duffner is out there.
Son of Lonnie and Kim Olson.
Jacob Duffner comes out. And there's Landon Olson coming out to fill out the lineup. I want to thank the parents for all the running that they do. Gone through it myself from many different perspectives. And it's not easy, especially if you live 10, 12, 15 miles out of town. You have to get your student to practice. That can put a strain on time for everybody. And we appreciate all the parents, Park River parents as well, for enabling their children to play sports. You learn so much by playing sports, and that was never more in evidence than all the boys who wrestled for Coach Ron Gadberry. Ron, having passed away about a week ago, had his funeral this week. I was fortunate to go to the prayer service. Wow, you talk about a turnout, and you talk about a vast number of wrestlers. Ron bred loyalty in his wrestlers, just as these coaches here are trying to breed loyalty and hard work, patience. Ron Gadberry epitomized the height of teaching and coaching. And coaching is nothing more than teaching. It's teaching kids how to play. It's teaching them, more importantly, how to live and how to strive to be better. So Ron, thank you very much for everything you've done for Moorhead High and Hillsboro High, and there were a couple other stops before he got to Moorhead. He was a great positive influence on my life. I student taught under him, and he had a knack. He had a great knack of getting you to do things without telling you that he wanted you to do something. He just suggested, and all of a sudden it would be getting done, and you were learning from Ron as he watched you do the task.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Hillsboro Sports Complex. We'd like to welcome you to this afternoon's game between the Park River.
We will come back in a little bit and we'll get this one underway on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard.
When working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
I'm Madden Scunberg. I'm confident on the field, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Tylee Johnson. I'm confident in the arena, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Coaching for the Burros today is Benjamin.
We just had the starting lineups announced, and wow, I didn't realize the Burros had such colorful names. The Halfley boy's dad was doing the announcing, and oh man, there were some very descriptive names and nicknames, and
Umpires for the day's game is Craig Champagne.
well, it was entertaining to say the least. Everybody's done with their warm-ups, except Hillsboro-Central Valley's got to retrieve the throw down to second. It went through to Olson out in center field. We got to huddle up behind the mound.
Play ball. Batting first for the Aggies, shortstop number 7, Tucker Rumdahl.
Tucker Rumdahl steps into the plate to get this one going. First pitch of the game. Fly ball, right field. That's deep. It's carrying. All the way to the fence. Stand up double for Tucker Rumdahl. He pasted that one right up the alley back there. 1 or 2 hops and it reached the fence. The field condition is pretty darn good, but the balls are not going to bounce like they usually do. Ground is a little soft, so the ball's going to sink in a little bit when it hits. First pitch to Solsing is a ball. Up high. Second pitch, swing and a miss. Pitch down around the knees. There's a ground ball to left. And the runner at second, Amdahl, had to wait to see if that ball was going to go through before he took off. So he only gets to third. Meanwhile, Solsing gets his base hit. And the Aggies have runners on first and third now. Nobody out. In steps Everett Fedge, third hitter in the Aggie lineup. Swing and a miss, ball in the outside corner. Fedge couldn't get to it. Burros would like to get out of this with as little damage as possible. There's a ball inside. The Aggies, of course, want to get a base knock here and get the early lead and start rolling. Runner goes. Throw down to second. It's cut off by the second baseman. And the runner at third was going nowhere. So a stolen base for Solsing. Now I've got runners on second and third. Still nobody out. Way outside. Nice dive outside by Leshuk to grab that one before it got away and got to the backstop. Swing and a miss. Ball diving down at the knees. You might almost call that a splitter if Halfley has one. I don't think he does, but it dove at the knees. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. That makes one down. Halfley comes back strong. One out, runners on second and third, no score yet. Aggies are threatening. Strike at the letters. Burros are up at the corners a little bit. Through the middle, they're playing rather standard depth. There's a ground ball. Coach Amdahl neatly snags it. Gets it back to the pitcher. That was a nice, clean pickup. Kudos to Coach Amdahl. Two strikes to Troftgruben. That's fouled back. And no thump. That went over where the cars are. You missed them. Carter Troftgruben, the catcher. There's a ball. Leshek tried to frame it, pull it in. Umpire was having none of it. 1-2. Foul at the plate. Little nubber. Goes back to the backstop. Count remains 1-2. Get that out on the board. Somebody should have an electric connection to my chair, and when I forget to put something on the board, they should push the button and zing me off the chair and wake me up. I miss posting numbers too often. There's strike three, outside corner. Beautiful pitch. Troftgruben complains a little bit. It looks back at the umpire, but that was a solid strike three. That brings up Trace Anderson, the left fielder. Halfley one out from getting out of this jam. First pitch. Strike at the letters. Anderson playing left field. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Long throw. Beautiful scoop at first base by Limke. That's a 6-3 putout. Nice play all the way around. Chase Halfley had to go way to his right to field that ball. Came up throwing. Didn't really set himself. Just cranked the throw over there, and Limke dug it out of the dirt. 4 out, number 3. So after half an inning, Park River fails to score after getting runners on second and third with none out. It is no score on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard.
Head on over to the website, rjbroadcasting.com, and download the digital copy of the 2024 Spring Sports Guide. It's free and available for you to download on the website, rjbroadcasting.com. You'll be able to download the free copy, digital, the Spring Sports Guide with bios, coaches' comments, also schedules and information for the spring sports seasons in our region. Check out the complete project. It's downloadable now for your device. It's at rjbroadcasting.com, the Spring Sports Guide.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the
Welcome back to Hillsboro. After half an inning, we've got no score. Park River was able to get 2 consecutive hits to start the game. We ended up with runners on second and third. Nothing after that. Halfley slammed the door shut. And a nifty play from Chase Halfley to Limke for the third out of the inning. So that's encouraging for the Burros. And the Aggies realized they missed an opportunity to open the game up on the right foot. Leadoff hitter for the Burros, number 5, Tyson Leshik. He's the catcher. Porter with the delivery. Ball 1. Isaac Porter's pitching. Ground ball to third. Gets past the third baseman. Base hit. Solid knock through the hole between short and third. Third baseman just didn't get moving quick enough to stop that ball. And it finds its way through. So Leshik is on first with a single. Kyle Hafley's up to bat. There's a strike, outside corner. Good lead by Leshik over at first. He dives back. Ball gets away over to the fence. He might dig for another one. Here he comes. And he glides into third. Boy, that one ran quite a ways away. Leshik advances 2 bases on that. I gotta call that an E1 on the throw. So a runner sitting there for Hafley. There's a fly ball over to the right, out of play. Cars are safe again. Porter steps in, he's set, and the pitch. There's kind of an odd swing, kind of a excuse me. Ball goes to the right, out of play. Hafley didn't really want to swing at that one, but he had his body turned far enough that he just kind of almost bunted the ball over the fence. There's a ground ball to short. Aggie defense playing short. Shortstop grabs it. Over to first for the first out. 6-3. The Aggie defense was pulled in. They wanted to cut off that run. And Tucker Amdahl made that play look routine. So Leshik stays at first. And we've got Chase Hafley up. Nice block by Troftgruben. That ball in the dirt and outside, and Troftgruben hopped over there and blocked it so that the runner couldn't advance. That saved a run. There's a pitch high, and Hafley has to duck out of the way. 2-0. That one straight back, hits the netting in front of me. That one would have snuck over the netting. You never know where that one might have come right through into the window here. Ground ball to third. Nice scoop over to first. He dropped it. Safe. First baseman dropped it. It was a good throw. It was a little low. Maybe down towards the dirt. I'm going to give the first baseman an error on that one. So now the Burros have runners on first and third. Leshik held his ground at third. Almost had to with that ground ball coming to third with the defense playing up like it was. That one gets away. Troftgruben blocks it, and it's skittered over to the left. That's ball 1. The infield was back for the Aggies. Now short and second are moving in. Yep, here comes the first baseman too, so they're looking cut the run. The runner's at second now. Chase Halfley advanced on that wild pitch. Swing and a miss. Landon Olson, the center fielder, digs in. Base hit, could score 2. No, oh, there, delayed call, but it's a strike, 1-2. It was, looked like it was going to get a strike call, but there was a hesitation a little bit. That one outside, 2-2. Porter can really wing it when he wants to. He's got some speed. There's a strike 3 on the outside corner. Just blew Olson away. That's out number 2. That brings up the number 5 hitter, Riley Richter. So far this half an inning, kind of following the blueprint of the top of the first. Runners on second and third with chances to score, and nothing's happened yet. There's a strike to Richter. 0-1. Richter held up a swing. Now he's asking for help. Safe sign from the base ump. So 1-1. That one a little bit high. 2-1. That one inside. Oh, no, they gave it to him. So that's 2-2. Runners on second and third. 2 outs. Now the middle infielders go back to standard depth. First baseman is back at standard as well. That pitch outside. And Richter has himself a walk, so the bases are juiced.
Now batting number 4, James Fortman.
Brings up James Fortman, second baseman. Any kind of a safety by Fortman scores a run here. Swing and a miss on a pitch inside and up. Porter gets a sign, uses a full wind-up. There's one right down the chute. 0-2. Porter not messing around. Here's the 0-2. Fouled straight back. Still a 2-strike count. Yep, Porter wants that ball and he wants to get it pitched. There's a pop fly over to the right side. Is there room? There was, but the first baseman was getting real close to that fence. He didn't know quite how much room he had. And the ball dropped in front of him. That's a tough play. You're running full tilt, and all of a sudden you see that yellow protective guard on the fence, and you think you're going to smash into that. Ground ball, all right to the pitcher. Nice snag. Fortman is out 1-3. Beautiful snag by Porter. Made it look easy. That's our third out of the inning. So after one complete inning, we have no score on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Farmers and ranchers. It's sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Back after our first full inning of play. No score on the board. Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard shows zeros. Park River comes up top of the second. First hitter is Jameson Ervik. He is the DH, number 22. A little bit of housekeeping here. Halfley throwing from the stretch. Late on a ground ball. Goes to the right side of the right field line. Halfley with the 0-1. A little bit outside. Trying to work the outside corner. 1-1. That one a little further outside. 2-1. That one is up a little bit. 3-1. Standard defense for the Burros. Everybody pretty much straight away. Foul ball at the plate. That one hit Ervik in the box, so it's an automatic foul ball. The left fielder, Duffner, is hugging the line pretty closely out in left field. Leaves a pretty good gap in the power alley towards the scoreboard. Here's Halfley with full count. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball.
Now bags number 9, Isaac Porter.
Good comeback by Halfley on that sequence. Brings up Isaac Porter, pitcher. He wears number 9. Halfley's first offering, a little high. 1-0. That one's a strike. Up in the zone a little bit, but still within the zone. 1-1. Halfley working quickly too. Little high, 2-1. There's a strike on the outside corner. Perhaps a little bit of generousness from the umpire, but close enough that you got to swing. There's one down in the dirt. 3-2. We got a full count again. Halfley eyes the target. Strike 3, outside corner. Halfley is painting that black on the outside corner. That's his 4th strikeout already. Aiden Roast is up. Right fielder, where's number 3? Swing and a miss. Rost a little bit early on that one. That one's low. 1-1. I apologize to the Rost family. I'm going back and forth between Rost and Roast. I believe it's Rost. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. Makes it 1-2. Here's a 1-2 delivery. Ground ball, third base, Sunday hop. Richter throws. And oh, got him. Limke had to really stretch that 6'5" frame to its max. The throw is a little bit to the outfield side of the bag. And Limke was able to keep his toe on the bag and snag that ball with a full stretch. So that's a 5-3 put out. Beautiful play. So after 1.5 innings, we still have no score on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Back with you, no score after 1.5 innings. Going into the bottom of the second. We have got number 10, Braden Chenot. Swing and a miss. Not sure when Broughton went out. Ground ball to short. Up the middle, throw over to first. Routine 6-1 put out.
Now batting Raider Burrows is number 12, Jacob Duffner.
Got Jacob Duffner coming to the plate for the Burros. Chenot was out on a 6-3 put out. Short to first. Right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of shakeoffs from the pitcher. That one's going back to the right. Nope, no crash there either. There are a lot of cars over there. There's a lot of folks that came out for this ball game. That one is inside. Duffner was almost acting like he got grazed on the ankle, but no go. 2-2. Oh boy, half swing by Duffner, and the ball hit the knob of the bat, square on the knob, and it's a foul ball off to the right. Duffner's ruining his luck. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No throw down. Umpire rules that the catcher caught it before it hit the dirt. So that's out number 2. And that brings up Carter Limke. Half swing and a miss. 0-1 is the count. There's another kind of 3/4 swing. Porter going low and outside with these pitches. Oh, there's a dandy curveball. Just froze Limke. That was a beauty. Third strikeout, out number 3. And after our 2 complete innings on the Tim Gazette Seed Sale scoreboard, we still have no score.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Welcome back to Hillsboro. The night is still maintaining a gorgeous atmosphere. Sun is behind some thin clouds right now, so we've lost a little bit of temperature, but certainly nothing to complain about. Gorgeous night, very little wind, just a tiny breeze to refresh the air. Tucker Amdahl steps in. Top of the third. Hafley's first offering was a ball high. That one's outside, 2-0. Amdahl doubled in the first inning. Aggies couldn't bring him in. That was a little bit of a case of bad luck, too. Amdahl was on second base. There's a strike. Inside corner. Amdahl was on second base, but he had to hold up when Solsing singled behind him and therefore only got to third base. Ordinarily, you get that ground ball to the outfield, somebody scoring. Full count, outside corner, strike three. Some of those look a little generous, but I'll say this, the umpire is being consistent with that outside corner, so people need to adjust. That's strikeout number 5 for Hafley. First pitch is a strike. There's a pitch down low, 1-1. One out, nobody on. 0-0 is our score. There's a pitch right at the knees, down the middle. Strike 2, 1-2. Hafley looks, fires. Got that one caught in his hand and overthrew it a little bit. Went outside. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Right down the middle. Hafley just reared back and challenged him and got Solsing. Excuse me, Amdahl. He got Amdahl with that challenge. Now we got Jake Solsing up at the plate. First pitch. Strike 1. A little bit of a slider type action on that one. That one's low, 1-1. That one missed as well, 2-1. Two down, no score, nobody on base. Swing and a foul ball, straight back on the ground. Solsing hangs in there. Hafley from the stretch again. Ground ball, that's a full swing bunt. And Solsing turned it into a base hit. You gotta love those 40-foot base hits. Just barely clipped the ball and it went forward about halfway up the line before Halfley could feel the ball. And Solsing beat it out. So we got a runner on first, throw over. He's back in plenty of time. Everett Fedge at the plate, third baseman. That one was outside. That's going to advance Solsing. Scoring position. Swing and a miss. He was early on that one. 1-1. Middle infielder's kind of playing with Solsing a little bit, but they've got him pretty close to the bag. Pitch is high. Or did they call it a strike? Yeah, 1-2. Throw it on to third. Gets by Richter over his head. And here comes the first run of the game. Solsing put the pressure on by, as soon as he saw that ball get away, he took off for third. And then on the overthrow, we give an E2. He comes in to score. There's a ground ball to third. Richter's got it. And Fedge beats it out. Richter a little bit deep in fielding that ball. Didn't get it cut off in time. By the time he got his throw over there, Fedge had himself a base hit.
Now batting number 6, Carter Troffgruben.
Two outs, runner on first. Want to know is going to throw back over to first. That one gets away. And there goes Fedge. He's booking for third. And he's going to get there. That throw gets away. Gets by two men backing up the play. And Fedge comes all the way around to score. We had an E1 initially to get Fedge from first to third. Actually, that was to get him all the way around. That was a 3-base error. Costly. Park River will take the gift. Bases are empty now. Still 2 outs. Ball down in the dirt. 2-0. Those are the kind of mistakes that have really plagued the Burros this year. And Troffgruben gets hit in the elbow. Just barely grazed him. But he signaled back to the umpire, pointed at his elbow, and the umpire must have heard it. Must have heard the brush on his elbow. And we had a courtesy runner coming in for Troffgruben.
Courtesy running, number 34, Jack Larderu. Now batting number 4, Trace Anderson.
So that puts a runner on first. Strike one, outside corner. It started out to be a dandy inning for the Burros, and then all of a sudden the dropsies came to roost. That one also a strike on the outside corner, so it's 0-2. Smash through the hole at short. That moves Troftgruben to second, no chance to advance to third. But Anderson has a single. That puts runners on first and second. Still 2 out. They can't close out this inning, can the Burros? This is where a good team lives. That ball's foul, by the way. 0-1. Good teams live on taking advantage of mistakes by the other team. And teams that end up with losses give away runs, and that's what the Burros have done here. They're just flat giving away 2 runs. There is, I'm not sure what. The home plate umpire pointed to first base. Halfley went into a motion, stopped like a third of the way through. And it was a balk. So we got runners on second and third, courtesy of that balk. Here's the pitch. Pop fly behind first base. Anybody get there? No, and it's a fair ball. 2 runs come in to score. There again, we left some. The Burros left some gifts under the tree, and Park River grabbed them and opened them up, and lo and behold, there were some runs in there. That makes it 4-0. Park River. And we've got a runner on first. Still 2 outs. Ground ball off to the left, foul. Coach Amdahl didn't want to bend over to pick that one up. He stopped it with his foot. Got the soccer kicks going. Runner on first, 1-1, 2 out. That one outside. 2-1. Ground ball. Short hopped Halfley at second base, or at shortstop. Went under his glove. That's an E6.
Now batting number 3, Aiden Rust.
First and second.
Courtesy running number 14, Kenny Holland.
2 outs. This is the 9th batter to come to the plate in the inning. Fly ball off to the left, out of play. Hayden Rost. He was out on a ground out, third to first in the second inning. There's a smash, but he hooked it foul, out of play. Boy, he really got locked in on that one and got the momentum going. Good power step That would have been long gone, but it was foul. That one outside to the backstop. Runners advance. That's a wild pitch. Hafley would love to get this inning over with. Swing and a miss. There it is. Hafley comes back and strikes out Rost. But in between the second and third outs, the Aggies plate 4 with only, I guess they did have 3 hits, but a lot of them were infield hits. And then there were wild pitches and errors and a balk thrown in there for good measure to give them 4 runs in the inning. So our score going into the bottom of the third, Park River Aggies take a 4-0 lead on our Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Now we got a pitching change, and our pitching change is brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company. Brad Richter, the main salesman there. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and his sales associate, just about called him a new associate, but he's been around for a while now. He's learning the area and learning how to work with the company. Nick Preston has an office in Mayville. Nodak Insurance. The new pitcher is Everett Fedge. Not sure if we have other changes or not.
Leading off for your Burros is number 5, Tyson Lashik.
Four to nothing going into the bottom of the third. Fedge's first pitch uses a full windup. Strike right down the chute. Tyson Leshik steps in. That one outside, 1-1. Pop fly off to the right. And that one went out of play somewhere across the street. Fedge gets that stare over the top of his glove. There's a fly ball, left field, pretty deep. Left fielder over, fair ball catch. Trace Anderson tracked that one all the way, and he caught it about 3 feet in fair territory for out number 1. Kyle Hafley steps in the box. There's a ground ball to third. Gloved neatly over to first, and they got him. 5-3 put out.
Chase Hafley.
That 5-3 putout was, I just can't get the number on the new third baseman over there. But he gloved it through first. Made the play look easy. First pitch to Chase Hafley. Outside, ball one. There's a fly ball pulled well foul. And into the remains of the rain we had yesterday. One-on-one count. Veggie high and outside. Ball goes off the catcher's glove and back to the backstop. That one floats outside. 3-1. There's the pitch. Outside, and Hafley works himself a walk. So with two down, the Burros get a base runner. First one they've had since the first three batters of the game. Hafley's on first, and Landon Olson comes to the plate. Veggie with the pitch. There's a pop fly coming back to the right. That one's going to be out of play. I think it landed on the dugout side of the protective fence in front of the Burro dugout. One strike. Getting a little more overcast as the evening goes along. Ground ball right at the second baseman. He's got it, gloves it, throws to first, and that retires the side. 4-3 putout for the third out. No runs for the Burros. They did get one walk, left one on base. So after three complete, Park River area Aggies 4, Hillsboro-Central Valley nothing on the Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. Three main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
As spring arrives, so does allergy season. Stop at Hillsboro Drug for all of your allergy medications, along with over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items, and more. Don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Remember, Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug, with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop.
Welcome back to Hillsboro, where the Park River Aggies in the third inning put themselves ahead by 4 with the help of some Burro miscues. A few errors, a few scratch hits in the infield.
Alexander Duffner in for Jacob Duffner.
And lo and behold, just like that, 4 consecutive runners from Park River scored to give us our 4-0 score.
Leading up James Larson.
Top of the fourth, leading off, James Larson, the number 9 hitter. First pitch is down low. Ball 1. That pitch also low, scuffs up some dirt. 2-0. There's a fly ball. Olson trying to track it, can't get there. Goes all the way to the fence. Throw comes into the cutoff man, Halfley. And Larson trots into second base with an opening double.
Now batting for the Yankees, number 7, Tucker Romdahl.
That brings up Tucker Romdahl, the shortstop. Park River would like to add to that lead. That pitch is a strike. That one's up high, 1-1. That one up and in. Pitching for the Burros. There's a ground ball to short. Gloved. Nifty throw to first. 6-3 on the put up. Put out. The runner advances. James Fortman has moved over to pitch right now.
Now batting number 12, Jake Solsing.
So our runner advances to third. And we've got one out. Omdahl out on the 6-3 put out. There's a ground ball. Halfley gloves it. In time. Boy, he went deep in the hole. Grabbed that ball, righted himself, got a good plant, and winged the ball over to first base to get the base runner. That did score Larson, however. So Park River grabs a 5-0 lead now. So from that standpoint, Solsing did his job. There's a line shot out to left field, one hop to the fence. And the relay comes in. Actually, there was no relay. Alexander Duffner. No, excuse me. I think that was Carter Limpke. They did some shuffling around. I got to think about this a little bit. In the meantime, our score on the Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard: Park River area 5, Hillsboro-Central Valley nothing.
Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with IRE Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get IRE Insurance. Go to ireinsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Well, doing a little figuring here in between innings, and that's a dangerous thing for me, smoke coming out my ears. Fedgy, for the third out of the inning, was thrown out. He clobbered a ball to the fence. They're right down the left field line. Almost hit the foul pole. One little short hop to the fence. And the left fielder for the Burros, who I have as Carter Limke, came up firing, threw it all the way to second base, and the second baseman,
For your Burros is number 15, Riley Richter.
second baseman Chanot applied the tag and just had, they had Fedgy dead to rights. Great defensive play. So Park River gets one run in that inning. It's 5-0. There's a pitch on the outside corner, strike. Clean up my board a little bit. That one down low. Riley Richter at the plate. Richter walked in the first inning. That pitch down low. That one kind of does a backward spin, almost like a screwball, for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, bottom 4. We could update that inning. There we go. Last pitch was a ball, so we get a full count to Richter. Fedgy with a pitch. Fouled off over the Burros dugout. I wanted to say Twins dugout. I guess I got Twins on my mind, seeing as they're playing the Yankees. Here's a payoff. That pitch right at the knees, outside corner, perfect pitch. And Riley goes down on strikes.
Now, batting for your Burros is number 4.
Makes one out.
Fortman.
James Fortman, who is now pitching, steps in against Fedgy. Wind up. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1. Pop fly straight back. That one, I think, landed in the street back behind me. 0-2. Fouled off to the right. Out of play. Fortman did a great job on that pitch. He stuck out his bat. The pitch was outside. Stuck out the bat, got a piece of it, and got it out of play to keep his at-bat alive. 0-2. That one high. A little outside maybe. 1-2. Good waste pitch on 0-2. There's another little pop-up. Fortman just kind of stuck the bat out, trying to make some contact, and first baseman Jorgensen had an easy time of catching that little pop. So Fortman is out on a pop-up to Jorgensen. 2 outs. Brings up Braden Chanot. First pitch was outside, ball. There's a short hop back to the pitcher. Veggie gloves it easily over to Jorgensen at first for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down, 1 strikeout in the inning. No runs for the Burros. So our score after 4 complete. The Aggies 5, the Burros nothing.
Leading off for the Aggies, number 6, Carter Truffgruben.
Back here in Hillsboro where the Aggies lead the Burros 5-0. Strike from Fortman. Took over last inning. Carter Truffgruben, the catcher, is at the plate. And we may have a no, that's Truffgruben. Slammed hard down the left field line, but out of play. Aggies are getting their bats timed to the Burro pitchers, and they are starting to just shellac the ball. Shillelagh, beat on the ball, crush it, all those things. 0-2 is the count. That one outside, tried to get Truffgruben to go fish. Truffgruben says, no, I don't like that one. 1-2. There's a fly ball deep left center field. Olsen tracking. Left fielder Limke tracks it down. Truffgruben has himself a double. I thought for a little bit there it might carry and go out of here, but not quite.
Now batting number 4, Trace Anderson.
Needed a few more feet out there. That brings up Trace Anderson, left fielder, number 4. Aggies looking to add to their total. We're in the top of the 5th. No outs and Truffgruben at second. 1-0 is the count. That one pulled foul, out of play. A lot of balls heading for that ditch over there. Coach Strand is probably having to dip into the ball box. Pretty heavy today. Ground ball to third, charged. Here's the throw. Got him. Got him just by a hair. That was impressive. That was a 5-3 put out to get Anderson. I think he thought he beat it out. It makes 1 out, runner on third. Ground ball up the middle, and here comes Truffgruben to score. That puts a runner on first.
Now batting number 9,
One out. Ervik with a solid single up the middle. This is Isaac Porter. He is no longer pitching. He's shifted to a fielding position. That one down low and outside. 2-0. That one outside. 3-0. Fortman trying to find that outside corner, not getting it. There's a swing and a miss. Green light on 3-1. Excuse me, 3-0. It's 3-1 now. In the stretch, here's the pitch. Porter follows straight back right over us. Umpire's looking around like, somebody better bring me some balls pretty quick. They're going out left and right. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tip into the glove. And there's a strikeout. Fortman's first. 2 down. Brings up Aiden Rost. There's a strike in the corner. 0-1. Thought I heard 2 sounds there, but evidently not. It was inside. Didn't hit Rost. But it's a ball, 1-1 count. Fly ball, left center field. Olson tracking, he's got it. Olson can fly out there. Goes way into deep left center field. Snagged that one for the 3rd out of the inning. That makes our score after 4.5. Park River 5, Hillsboro-Central Valley nothing.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all: the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
We've got another pitching change. Park River putting someone else on the mound. That is number 12, Jake Solsing. He moves to pitcher. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Score is 6-0 for Park River. This checking my book and counting, make sure I got the right number of runs and all that good stuff. Scheduled hitters for the Burros are Alexander Duffner, Carter Limke, and Tyson Leshik. 8, 9, and 1.
Leading off for your Burros is number 21, Alexander Duffner.
Jacob Duffner struck out in his one-plate appearance. Solsing with the pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Duffner swings through a fastball down the middle. Pitch is low, 2 and 1. Solsing does a little toe tap with his left foot as he gets ready to deliver. That one down and in, 3 and 1. That one down low, ball 4. So Alexander Duffner works a walk. Gives the Burros another base runner.
Number 8, Carter Lemke.
Carter Limke steps in. Carter struck out in the second inning. First pitch, inside, ball 1. They're holding Duffner at first. Throw over to first. He gets back. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-0. Duffner takes his lead. There's a swing and a miss. Pitch right in the wheelhouse. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one outside, 3 and 1. That pitch previous to this, I think Limke was swinging for the downs. He wanted that one out of here. There goes the runner. And there's no throw. Stolen base for Alexander Duffner. That one fouled off to the right. We've got a full count. Here's the pitch, inside. There's a walk. Runners on first and second for the Burros.
Now bat is number 5, Tyson Leshik.
Nobody out. Solsing wants himself a different baseball. Runners on first and second. That pitch inside, ball 1. Solsing having trouble finding the zone. Little nubber out towards short. He's got it, goes to third with it, and they get the runner at third. They got Duffner on a 6-5 putout for out number 1.
Number 7, Kyle Hapley.
Smart play. Cut down the lead runner. So Leshik gets on base with a fielder's choice. one out, first and second. Pitch from Solsing, ground ball up the middle. Just couldn't haul it in, just barely. Shortstop made a good effort on that one. Thought he had it in his glove, but it just popped out of there and went behind him. Amdahl, that was a tough chance. We're going to give Kyle Heffley a single on that one. Chase Heffley steps in. First pitch was a ball. Bases are loaded with one out. That one outside. 2-1. That pitch a ball as well. Solsing struggling to find it. There's a strike. Heffley trying to add a little bit of acting to it to see if he can draw a walk, but nothing doing. Ground ball through the hole at short. That's going to plate one. And left fielder playing shallow comes in, grabs it. Everybody advances a base. So the Burros get themselves off the snide. They get a run across. RBI base hit by Chase Heffley. Bases are still loaded. Having a little trouble with my unit here. Swing and a miss. Olson goes down on strikes.
Now by number 15, Riley Richter.
Base is still loaded, 2 down. 1 run in for the Burros. And I apologize about the scoreboard. My little updater has decided to take a break. See if we can get that fixed between innings. One and one is the count. Here's the delivery from Solsing. Fly ball behind third base. No, even with third base. Third baseman hustles in, grabs it, and that puts the Burros away. Veggie gets the put out on that pop-up. So Burros score 1 run. They leave the bases full, but they get themselves on the board. So after 5 complete innings, the score is now Park River Aggies 6, Hillsboro-Central Valley 1.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, Nodak Insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America, we're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Leading off for the Aggies, number 26, James Larson.
Going into top of 6. Park River area Aggies lead the Hillsboro-Central LA Burros 6-1. Leading off the inning for the Aggies is James Larson, second baseman. Fortman on the mound. That one's up high, 1-0. Oh, my little score updater woke up, so we can clean that up. That pitch was almost some chin music. Larson had to duck out of the way. That one down low in the dirt, 3-0. That one down the middle, strike 1. 3-1. Fortman in his third inning of work. That one outside, ball 4. Larson gets a walk.
Now batting number 7, Tucker Umdahl.
Larson had a double in the fourth inning and scored a run. Throw over to first. Larson gets back. This is Tucker Umdahl. That pitch is outside. Looked like Fortman is trying to throw something with a little turn action on it and didn't work out. That one up high, 2-0. Burrows at standard depth in the infield and outfield. There's a line drive to Halfley at short. The runner hustles back to first.
Now batting number 12, Jake Solsing.
That was a line out to the shortstop for the first out of the inning. Brings up Jake Solsing. Solsing on the mound right now. There's a solid base hit to left field. One hop to Limke. And they get the ball in. They hold Larson at second. Just a nice solid single.
Now batting number 2, Everett Fedge.
As they say now, he barreled it. There's a fly ball, that one carrying deep in the gap. Olson's got it, brings it to third. Runner's in there, it's safe. In the meantime, Larson scores. Solsing gets to third. He was on a hustle from first to third on that one. And Fedge has himself a double. There's a little blooper over the third baseman's head. That'll score one more. Solsing comes in to score. That makes it 8-1. Get things updated on the scoreboard here. So first and third, one down.
Batting number 4, Trace Anderson.
Troftgruben got himself a single. It's just a floater that floated over the third baseman's head. Lazy little single. Runner goes, swing and a miss, no throw. Stolen base for Troftgruben. Fedge's at third. Two and one count. Here's a pitch. That's a foul. Back to the netting. 2-2. Anderson has had a single and scored a run and was out on a 5-3 putout in the fifth inning. Count has run itself full. Pitch is low. There's a walk.
Now batting number 22, Jamison Irving.
Aggies can put this one into 10-run territory with a couple base hits here. Jameson Irvik, the DH, is up. Here's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. One out, bases loaded. Nice block by Leshek. Very nice block. Got himself over there, leaned forward to kill the bounce. Kept a run from scoring. That one's outside. 2-1. That one outside as well. 3-1. No room on the bases anymore. Don't know if Irvik will be swinging here or not. Yes, he is. Ground ball to second. They go to first to get one. And Solsing, let's see, Fedge comes in to score. I believe, I might be wrong on that.
Batting number 9, Isaac Porter.
Anyway, it's 9-1. Any way you look at it. Second and third, 2 out. That one gets away. That's going to score another run. Leshek just couldn't get to that one. It was too far outside. So Troftgruben trots home on that wild pitch. Ground ball, third base. Gloved over there, long throw, all the way across the diamond, right on the money. 5-3 on the putout. Aggies score 4 more. And that makes our score on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Park River Area Aggies 10, Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 1.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Back in Hillsboro, where Park River has extended their lead, going into the bottom of the sixth, 10-1. Tough hill to climb for the Burros, with only 2 more at-bats to go. Now you're just looking to play solid baseball, get a few hits, maybe scratch out some runs, get a little momentum going into tournaments next week. Park River, they look like they are ready to go for tournaments. Played quite a sound game today. Not many, if any, errors. And I don't know if there were any of the mental kind, and that's what you look for at this time of the season. You don't want to be making any mental errors. You figure your guys have played a full season now, even though sometimes these spring seasons get abbreviated. But we're at the end of the season, and you hope that they're thinking straight and thinking ahead and making the appropriate play. Bottom of 6. First batter is James Fortman, who's been pitching the last 3 innings, I believe. Fortman steps in. Big curveball. We've got a new pitcher again. Pitching changes are brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers. Brad Richter in Hillsboro and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. That pitch on the corner, 2-1. Beautiful curveball. Beautiful. Fortman ducked out of the way, and it broke into the plate. That one started too far inside, and it got Fortman in the back of the leg.
For your Burros is number 10, Braden Chenault.
That puts a runner on first. Nobody out. Braden Chenault, the batter. He was on a pitcher to first ground out in his first at bat. That one fouled straight back. That was in the 4th inning. Ten to 1 our score. Nobody out, bottom 6. Runner on first. I think we had time called. The pitcher tried to hold up on the pitch, but it wasn't quite successful, and the ball went almost straight down into the ground and then to the fence over by the Borough dugout. Looked like one of those crazy first pitches you see from some people at Major League games when they throw out that first pitch and you don't know where it's going. 1-1 is the count. He's got some good spin on that thing. That is Trace Anderson out there. That one down low. 3-1. I'm quite impressed with Anderson's curveball. That thing breaks a good foot. I know I was chuckling when Fortman had to kind of dive out of the way of that one pitch and then it broke over the plate. I chuckle with him, not at him. But I'll tell you this, I wouldn't want to stand in there against that curveball. I'd be ducking on, I'd be flat on the ground. Runner goes, throw to second, nobody there. Runner gets to third. The throw down was well right of the bag at second base, and neither of the middle infielders was there to take the throw. Center fielder had to hustle in, come up with the ball, and he overthrew the third baseman. I thought for a second there that Fortman might score, but he was held at third.
Number 21, Alexander Duffner.
So we've got an E2 to let Fortman advance 2 bases, and Chanot draws himself a walk. That ball gets away. Run comes in to score. Fortman hustles in from third base. Makes our score 10-2. Catcher and pitcher are having a conference out on the mound, trying to settle down Anderson. I'm sorry, I was looking down when that play occurred. It must have been a pickoff attempt over at third. There's that curveball. Strike one. That's the first pitch to Alexander Duffner. Ground ball to third. Check the runner back. Over to first. Plenty of time. Perfect play. Perfect play. Got the runner going back towards second base. Then made the throw to first. Perfectly timed. Duffner's out on a 5-3 put out. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Limke at the plate. That pitch a little bit outside, 2-0. Swing and a little foul ball nubber back out towards the pitcher's mound, but I think it hit Limke in the batter's box. There's no play. It's getting a little bit, well, the sun is down behind some clouds now, and it's getting a little bit gloomy, and those balls have been in play for almost 2 full games now. They're getting a little A little harder to see coming in. That makes it tougher on a batter. He can't pick up the ball. Can't pick up the spin. There's that turn ball. Strike 2. Here's the pitch. Another curveball. Lemke, I think the way he stepped back, I think he thought that he was going to get rung up there, but he didn't. Full count. That one down low. Lemke gets himself a walk.
Now, batting for your Burrows, number 5, Tyson.
So we got runners on first and second. And we have 1 out. Score is 10-2. Anderson wanted that one. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Line drive to left field. Over the shortstop's head. Hard one-hop single out to left field.
Now, batting number 7, Kyle Hafley.
Lesha kept his weight back and waited on that curveball. Got some good barrel on it. A single, and we've got bases loaded now. Pitch is high, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one way outside. Runner trying to score from third. He slides in under the tag. That makes the score 10-3. Chanot comes in to score. Runners advance to second and third. Meeting at the mound. Trying to get that pitcher settled down. Anderson has good stuff. It's the best curveball I've seen for quite a while. It bites hard. I'm not sure what the difference is between curveball and slider, but I think this is a true curveball because it breaks immediately out of his hand. Sliders have kind of a delayed effect. That pitch up high, 3-0. That one outside, and there's another walk. Hafley gets himself on base. So, bases are loaded. 1 down. Chase Hafley up at the plate. That one breaks and broke outside. 1-0. Anderson shook his head once out there to kind of get over the location of that pitch. Thought he had one there. Second pitch is a ball, 2-0. That one up high, 3-0. That one outside, and that forces in a run. So Burroughs taking advantage of the wildness of Anderson. Makes our score 10-4. And we got another meeting at the mound. Our score is 10-4. Park River has had the best of this game most of the way through. A rash of walks here in the bottom of the sixth has allowed the Burros to put some runs on the board. And we've got a new pitcher.
Get the pitch for the Aggies.
Our pitching changes are brought to you by Nodak Insurance. Brad Richter is your agent. See Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. And yes, Brad Richter and Riley Richter are very closely related. In case you didn't know. Pitching now is Reeves Jorgensen. He was the first baseman. He stepped in to see if he can get some strikes on the board. Jorgensen was acting as kind of the extra player. He was being DH'd for. So I don't think that'll change, but he comes in to pitch now. Lefty winds and throws, and it's down in the dirt. Ball one. Landon Olson at the plate. Two is a count. Fly ball, that's going to be back out of play on the right side here. Two and one out. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. That one down in the dirt. 3-1. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put Olson. Here's the pitch from Jorgensen. Fly ball, shallow. Second baseman backs up a step or two. He's got it, and he threw over to third to try and catch Leshek over there at third. Leshek was off the bag a ways. And I don't think he had gotten back to the bag yet. That could have been disaster there. So we got two outs. A pop out to the second baseman for out number 2. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is up high for a ball. Base is still loaded. 2 outs now. Strike 1 to Richter. That one outside. 3-1. Riley Richter is the 9th batter this inning for the Burros. Ball's low. There's another walk. Richter picks it up. Leshek comes in to score.
James Fortman.
Kyle Halfley goes to third. Chase Halfley goes to second. And we have James Fortman up again. There's a fly ball, pop fly over to the right, out of play. Oh, and 2 is the count. Catcher trots out. Amdahl talking to Jorgensen a little bit. Amdahl's back. Gets in his catcher's position. Umpire gives Jorgensen the signal. And there's a curveball. He wanted that one. Just stayed outside a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's one you probably better be swinging at. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fortman down on strikes. The Burros plate 1, 2, 3, 4 in that inning. That makes our score on the Tim Gazette Seed Sale scoreboard. Park River 10, Hillsboro-Central Valley 5.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
This is Tim Kazette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding.
Pardon my interruption. We got a new pitcher, Tyson Sunby, on the mound. Batting for Park River is Isaac Porter. Foul ball at the plate. That's Aiden Rost hitting right now. Popped up, second baseman, getting under it. He's got it. Chanot grabs it for out number 1.
Now batting for the Aggies, number 26, James Larson.
Strike 1 from Sunby. This is James Larson at the plate. There's a smash to left field. Goes back and he gets it. Ball just isn't carrying. I'm surprised. That was well hit.
Now batting number 7, Tucker Romdahl.
And that was, I think it was Fortman out in left field. There's a ground ball through the hole between first and second. Base hit.
Now batting number 12, Jake Solsing.
Better get my scoreboard cleaned up here. Top of the 7th. We have 2 outs. Runner on first. Sunby with the throw. Down inside. Ball 2. 2-0. Swing and a miss. That ball dove under the bat of Solsing. I apologize. Somewhere along the way, I got messed up on my lineup here. This is Jake Solsing batting. There goes the runner. Ground ball is short. Gloved. Throw high. Gets by Richter. Here comes the play at the plate. Throw comes in. Can't get it. There's another run for Park River. Tucker Romdahl comes in to score. We've got an E6
Now batting number 2, Everett
that
Veggie.
puts Solsing at first. Makes the score 11-5. This should be Veggie. Yep, Veggie at the plate. Little foul ball off to the batting circle over on the Burrow side. Excuse me, no, that was a wild pitch. Because Solsing went down to second base on the play. A little excuse me swing, a little roller to first base, over to Richter for the third out. 1-3 on the putout. So going into the last of the seventh, that makes our score on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Park River 11, Hillsboro-Central Valley 5.
Corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about the Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Kazette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsboro for more information.
Back for the bottom of the seventh. Park River Aggies lead this one 11-5 over Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Coming up for the Burros, we have, unless things have changed, Braden Chenot, Alexander Duffner, and Tyson Sunby. We'll have to see who comes up to hit here. Braden Chenot is the first hitter. Reeves Jorgensen is given the ball. He came in last inning to shut the door, and they're giving him the opportunity to close out this one. Jorgensen's first pitch was a strike. Ground ball. Just about beheaded. I think that was Alex Duffner over there. Late on the swing, and it went right past the ear of Duffner. There's a pop fly. Second baseman ranges back, and he's got it. First out of the inning. Chenot down on a pop fly to the second baseman.
Number 21, Alexander Duffner.
First pitch from Jorgensen, ball outside, 1-0. Down and inside, 2-0. This game has really been a game of mistakes. There hasn't really been a streak where anybody pounded the ball for a bunch of runs. It's been walks, errors, wild pitches, balk from one of the pitchers. So kind of a sloppy game going into tournaments. Not the kind of game you'd like to have as you prepare for tournaments coming up next week. Again, Park River has the number 1 seed currently, and I can't confirm that for sure. One thing I do know for sure is Hillsboro-Central Valley has the 3rd seed in Region 2. Ouch, that was a line shot off of Jorgensen's ankle, and it goes out into left field. That was a tough one. Jorgensen went down holding his ankle. He's walking behind the mound, feeling the ankle, seeing how he's doing. It's a base hit. Duffner gets a base hit out of the deal.
Now, guys, number 8, Carter
Jorgensen staying in. See if it affects his delivery at all. Ball one. Jorgensen didn't ask for any warm-up tosses, so he must feel like he's ready. This should be Tyson Sunby. No, I take that back. It is Carter Lemke. He came back in to hit in his normal position. Pitch from Jorgensen, down low. 3-0. Lemke looking to push Duffner ahead on the base paths. That one was inside and goes to the backstop. No extra advancement though. Lemke gets himself a walk. So we got runners on first and second. One out. Tyson Leshik is our hitter. That one's outside, ball one. Jorgensen seems to be okay. He's following through, taking his step. Pop fly over to the right. Looks like there might be room. And he got it. First baseman hustled over there.
Now batting number 7, Kyle Hafley.
What I'm doing is trying to see the number out there, but first pitch to Hafley is a strike. There's a pop fly to the second baseman. He ranges over and grabs it, and that puts a lid on this one.
That's the ball game. Drive home safe.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left on base. Our final score: Park River Area Aggies 11, Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 5. We'll be back after this.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Welcome back to Hillsboro, where Park River has just finished up downing the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros by a score of 11-5. Let's take a look at some of the stats from the game, some thoughts on the game. The the final update for you, is brought to you by Ryan Opdahl of Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Whether it be home, auto, business, life, farm insurance, visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. Well, the Park River squad depended on a lot of mistakes from Hillsboro-Central Valley. Plus, they did have 9 hits in the game. There were, I believe, 3 doubles mixed in there. There were some cannon shots hit during the game that I thought were going to go out, but must be just enough breeze above the treetops to knock those down a little bit. The breeze that we had was out of the south, and that knocks down a ball that's hit towards left field. So no home runs, but we did have some doubles and balls going to the fence. Some well-hit balls. Park River moves to 14-4 on the season. And again, this was a non-region game, so it didn't have any effect on the region standings in either Region 4 or Region 2. I'm not so sure that either coach is real thrilled with the way this game was played. There's just a lot of errors and mistakes. Pass balls, wild pitches, you name it, and there was, if it was bad, it probably happened in this game. As I said, Park River goes to 14-4. HCV drops to 5-13. They have secured themselves the number 3 seed in the Region 2 tournament next week. Started out to be a pretty good ball game. The first 2 innings were well played. Then we get to the top of the third. Kyle Halfley was cruising along. Had 2 outs in the top of the third. And then the parts started to come off. 2 singles. An error, 2 errors, 2 wild pitches, a balk, a hit by pitch, another single, another wild pitch, another error, and before you knew it, it was 4-0. Hafley was fortunate to get that inning shut down when he did. Otherwise, the damage could have been much worse. He had 3 strikeouts that inning. Actually, Hafley pitched a pretty good opening 3 innings. He had 6, 7 strikeouts. That was pretty impressive. But his defense and control failed him. And a lot of things happened on the wrong side of the ledger for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Going on in the game, Park River was able to plate 1 run each in the 4th and 5th inning. Then in the 6th, they had another barrage of runs. They scored 4 on, there was a single, a double, some wild pitches, a stolen base, a walk, and all of those things turned into 4 runs, and before you knew it, it was out of reach for Hillsboro-Central Valley. They did try to mount a little bit of a comeback. They were able to get 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th, but they couldn't get their bats going. Hillsboro-Central Valley only had 4 hits in this game by my tally, which certainly could be wrong. Park River tacked on 1 more in the top of the 7th to make our final score 11-5. We'll be back with more after this. So our final was 11-5, Park River, on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Models.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's a spring sale with additional discounts on all trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. With everyday lower prices, Bloomfield Enterprises is offering additional discounts through April 30th. All trailers have spring sale discounts and price savings. Dumps, tilts, utility, equipment, and car trailers, plus goosenecks and flow aluminum trailers. Talk to Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry at 218-368-7989. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro for big spring sale discounts on trailers.
For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. And don't forget about Hillsboro Gifts, featuring Borough apparel for all Borough fans. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Welcome back to Hillsboro. The Hillsboro-Central Valley players are getting the field watered down and trimmed up and whatnot for the night. Nice to see when the players step in and provide a hand so the coaches don't have to do all that work. So kudos to them. Do a little bit of switching here. Bear with me. There we go. Our player of the game is brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge has energy for life. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. Take a look and see what they have available for you. The player of the game, that honor belongs to Everett Fedge. He had a single and a double in the game, scored 2 runs, and he was on his way for another double. He hit one of the fence, but a great defensive play by the Burros cut him down on his way into second base. It's rare when you see a ball go all the way to the fence and then the runner gets cut down trying to stretch a single into a double. But Fedge was kind of a catalyst in that 3-hole. So Everett Fedge is going to be our player of the game. He also tossed a couple of innings. Did a great job there too as well. Everett Fedge, your player of the game. Then the precision play of the game. That's brought to you by RDK. RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. Have a safe spring planting season. Thank you for your business. They want to thank all their customers. And go to planterdoc.com to learn more about RDK Enterprises. The precision play of the game, I alluded to it just a little bit ago. That was when Fedge stroked one down the left field line all the way to the corner, right under the foul pole. And that was Carter Limke tracked it down over in the corner there, and he heaved a mighty throw all the way to the second baseman, Fortman, and had Fedge dead to rights. They had him by 6 feet. Fedge tried to dodge out of the way. Fortman stayed with him, and they applied the tag and got the out. So that was the precision play of the game. That throw was accurate. The tag was accurate. The base hit was excellent by Fedge, but he ended up out trying to stretch it to a double. We'll be back with one more award and a final wrap-up after this.
Serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Welcome back to Hillsboro for a final wrap on this one. Final score once again was Park River 11, Hillsboro-Central Valley 5. The Halstead telephone connection of the game, that was, I'm going to give that to Chase Halfley at shortstop. He played a pretty solid game over there and also made some spectacular plays. He had to range way over to his right, deep in the hole, grabbed that well-hit ball, and without really setting himself, just winged it with his arm all the way over to first base and got the runner by half a step. It was a beautiful play, gorgeous play at the time. So the Halstead telephone connection, post-game connection, is Chase Halfley and his play at shortstop. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust. Go to halsteadtel.com to find out more about them. Well, that about does it here. Not the best played ball game. Lots of mistakes. I'm sure the coaches will be working to get that cleaned up before they head into region play next week. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We couldn't do this without the sponsors who give us the ability to bring these broadcasts to you. Make sure you take some time to stop by and say hi to the sponsors. Tell them that you are aware of them and their sponsorship and thank them for that and patronize them whenever you can. That's it from Hillsboro. One more time, final score. Park River 11, Hillsboro-Central Valley 5.